again, it's me, Blue. I'm here in the Amazon. We're all living the dream in a beautiful blue macaw sanctuary. Jewel is still the love of my life, and our adorable chicks are thriving, surrounded by friends and family. Speaking of family, we also live with Jewel's father, Eduardo. He loves spending time with his daughter and the kids. Me? Well, I think I'm growing on him. One day, he even took me flying around the rainforest. We stopped at the riverbank, a border of the Blue Macaw Sanctuary. The beautiful fragrance of Brazil nuts permeated the air. These Brazil nut trees are the key to our way of life, Eduardo declared. The trees feed us. They sustain us. Our future depends on protecting these trees. I'll tell you one thing about my father-in-law. He loves to talk. And he would have kept talking if he hadn't been interrupted by a voice across the river. Yeah, yo, Eddie, who's your sidekick? It was Felipe, the leader of the Red Macaws. Eduardo snapped back at him. Aren't you guys getting a little too close to our side? We had a deal, Felipe. Hey, relax. You know we got nothing but mad love for you, teased the red bird. The red macaws laughed and flew away. They seemed nice, I joked, trying to break the tension. They have their side, and we have ours, Eduardo explained. Food is scarce these days. Those red macaws were kind of mean, but most of the blue macaws were really cool. Even Eduardo had his moments. But there was one guy that really ruffled my feathers. His name was Roberto, or Beto, as Jewel called him. I wasn't jealous or anything. I wanted to do something nice for Jewel. Breakfast in bed, I thought. That would be a great way to remind her of how much I love her. I slipped out of the nest without making a chirp. I was on a mission to find Jewel the most delectable Brazil nuts in the Amazon. I flew back and forth through the jungle until finally I found myself in a huge Brazil nut grove. I tugged and tugged, but the delicious nut wouldn't budge. Well, what have we here? It was Felipe, and he wasn't alone. He had his friends with him, and these red macaws looked way too happy to see me. You're on our side, Felipe scolded. Oh, really? I didn't know. My bad. I let the branch go. I was getting ready to do some serious apologizing when, whack! The branch snapped forward and Felipe was hit right in the face. This means war, the angry bird screeched. Today, at high noon, in the pit of doom. The band of red macaws flew away. What had I done? You did what? When I got back to the sanctuary, Eduardo was not happy with me. And to make matters worse, he turned to Roberto for help. I want your best birds on this, Roberto. We're not giving up without a fight. Roberto puffed out his chest, spread his wings, and flew into the village. Let's go, he called. Pit of doom, now! The pit of doom was a deep Amazonian. Relief washed over me like. The pit of doom was a deep Amazonian gorge. A huge mass of blue macaws faced an equal number of red macaws. They were chanting and thumping their feet like armies preparing for battle. I had to stop this before someone got hurt. If you try to get involved, you'll just make it worse, Eduardo warned me. You brought this fight on us to begin with. Relief washed over me like clear water from a fresh bird bath. A referee bird stepped between the avian armies and tossed a coin. This wasn't war. This was soccer. And I was the water boy. Eduardo benched me. And Roberto was such a show-off. He even made a goal with his head. It was a tight game. The blue macaws had the lead, but the red macaws were making a comeback. When the score was tied, Eduardo put me in. Yes! I was so excited to play. Felipe had control of the ball, but I was right on his tail. I got it! I screamed. The kids were rooting for me. Jewel was on the edge of her seat. Come on, Blue! I got the ball, dodging red macaws flying at me from every direction. The announcers were calling the game play by play. Roberto signaled me to pass him the ball, but I had it covered. There was magic in my feet. I centered the ball and did a flying bicycle kick. Goal! But there were no cheers. The crowd was silent. I had kicked the ball into the wrong goal. I scored a point for the red team and lost the game. I was so mad at myself, humiliated. I was nervous to face Jewel and the kids. But then, the unexpected happened. The kids gave me big hugs with smiles on their faces. Nice moves, Dad! And Jewel pulled me in for a loving kiss. No matter what, you'll always be a hero to us, she smiled. But next time you want to make me breakfast in bed, stick to pancakes. The end. No matter what, you'll always. Pull Blue back to kick the soccer ball through the defense and into the net.